In a peaceful garden where flowers nodded softly in the evening breeze, there lived a small white rabbit named Cotton and a wise old turtle named Sage. The garden was their special place, filled with tall, swaying grass that whispered gentle secrets and sweet-smelling lavender that helped everyone feel calm and peaceful. Cotton the rabbit loved to hop among the flowers, his soft white fur catching the golden light of sunset. Sage the turtle enjoyed taking slow, peaceful walks through the garden paths, admiring each flower and leaf along the way. They were the very best of friends, even though they moved at different speeds. One quiet evening, as purple shadows began to stretch across the garden, Cotton had a wonderful idea. "Dear friend Sage," he said softly, "would you like to play a gentle game of hide and seek?" Sage smiled warmly at his energetic friend and nodded slowly. "That sounds lovely," he replied in his calm, peaceful voice. Cotton offered to be the seeker first. He settled himself beneath a large, friendly oak tree and began to count slowly and steadily. 1, 2, 3. He counted, while Sage moved unhurriedly through the garden. The evening air was sweet with the scent of jasmine, and somewhere nearby, a dove cooed softly. Sage walked thoughtfully through the garden, considering all the peaceful places where he might rest. He passed the pond, where water lilies floated like tiny boats on the still surface. He wandered by the rose bushes, their petals closing gently for the night. Finally, he found the perfect spot behind a patch of tall, soft grasses that swayed like dancers in the evening breeze. When Cotton finished counting, he opened his eyes and looked around the tranquil garden. The setting sun painted everything in soft shades of gold and pink. He hopped quietly along the path, his ears swaying gently as he moved. Where could Sage be? He wondered softly to himself. Cotton looked behind the old stone wall, where moss grew in thick, velvet patches. He peeked beneath the branches of the weeping willow tree, whose leaves draped down like a curtain of green rain. He checked near the butterfly bush, where the last few butterflies of the day were settling down to rest. As he searched, Cotton noticed so many peaceful things he hadn't seen before. He saw a family of sleepy birds nestling into their cozy nest. He spotted dewdrops beginning to form on spider webs that sparkled like strings of tiny stars. He heard the gentle rustle of leaves in the evening breeze, making a soft lullaby. Finally, Cotton approached the patch of tall grasses. Moving very quietly, he saw the outline of his friend's shell among the green stems. "I found you, Sage," he whispered with a gentle smile. Sage emerged slowly, looking peaceful and content. "What a lovely hiding spot you found," Cotton said softly. Now it was Sage's turn to seek. Cotton watched as his friend made his way to the counting tree, moving with slow, steady steps. Sage began to count in his deep, calming voice, and Cotton hopped away to hide, being careful not to rush or make sudden movements. Cotton found a cozy spot beneath a flowering bush, where soft petals dropped down like snow around him. He could smell the sweet perfume of the flowers and feel the cool earth beneath his paws. As he waited, he watched the stars beginning to appear in the darkening sky, twinkling like gentle night lights. Sage moved through the garden with peaceful purpose, taking time to appreciate every detail along his way. He noticed how the evening primrose was opening its yellow petals to greet the moon. He paused to watch a gentle breeze make the flowers dance. He smiled at the sight of fireflies beginning to float through the air like tiny drifting stars. As Sage searched, he remembered all of Cotton's favorite places in the garden. He checked the herb patch, where the mint and thyme released their soothing scents into the evening air. He looked near the old garden bench, where they often sat together to watch the sunset. He peered behind the stone bird bath, where morning doves came to splash and play. Eventually, Sage's patient searching led him to the flowering bush. There he found Cotton, curled up comfortably among the fallen petals. "Found you, dear friend," Sage said softly, his voice as gentle as the evening itself. Cotton emerged with a peaceful smile, covered in soft pink petals that made him look like a flower himself. As the night grew deeper and the moon rose higher, Cotton and Sage sat together on their favorite garden bench. They watched as more and more stars appeared in the velvet sky, and fireflies danced like floating dreams around them. The garden was filled with the gentle sounds of crickets singing their evening lullaby. "Thank you for playing with me, Sage," Cotton whispered, feeling warm and content beside his friend. "Sometimes the slowest games are the most wonderful." Sage nodded wisely. "And sometimes," he added in his soothing voice, "taking time to move slowly helps us see the most beautiful things." As the night wrapped its gentle arms around the garden, Cotton and Sage made their way to their homes. Cotton to his soft burrow lined with downy feathers and flower petals, and Sage to his cozy shelter beneath the old oak tree. They both fell asleep feeling peaceful and happy, knowing that sometimes the quietest moments with friends are the most special of all. The garden settled into its nighttime peace, with flowers nodding their sleepy heads and stars twinkling their gentle light. And if you listened very carefully, you might hear the soft whisper of the evening breeze, telling the story of a rabbit and turtle who knew that the best games are played with gentle hearts and peaceful spirits.